but the strange absurdity of her motion knocked me speechless. She leaped straight up while still laying down, changing her orientation in the air. What? And landed on her feet. Her movements were ridiculous and unnatural, like they paid no heed to human anatomy. Huh? What? Sorry, I'm so surprised I blacked out. That happened, you know, it's just me. Fukawa, are you alright? Totally fine. Totally fine. Yeah? Hey, look, it's the body. It looks dead. Yeah, she hit her head pretty bad, dude. The way you back your fuzzy back. Nice fuzzy, nice back, like fruit and dice. You're kind of scaring me. And you're not talking like usual either. Don't worry about it. Actually, I call it a stroke of good luck. Man, making this voice makes Fukuma sound so stupid. It really does. Because I'm sticking out my tongue while trying to suck. That I don't have the accursed son anymore. Aha! I figured it out! You are not okay! Your eyes are strangely vacant! It would probably be best to escort her to her room. I'll do it. But would someone give me a hand? Did someone ask for it? Oh no. No, Yamada, you get out of here. Actually, you get out of here and you go help her, because Chihiro, I need to spend time the last remaining moments with her before she gets dragged off. What did he say, Ishimaru? What? I've been ignored? Alright, then you take care of her, and the rest of us get started on the investigation. Does anyone have a problem with Ogami and Owada handling the security like last time? Hold on, wait! First off, investigation? This wasn't the work of the Puppet Master. The last one should have made it that perfectly clear. Yeah! Chihiro Fujisaki was unquestionably murdered by one of us. Fuji. Isn't that right, Monokuma? Bingo! But there's nothing wrong with that. It's perfectly normal. I mean, those are the rules for graduation. Oh, God damn. Oh, no! I don't want to look! No! Then it happened again? You're saying it happened again? That one of us killed one of our friends? Oh, you're getting scared again? Damn, man! You've all got some tiny-ass balls in here. Is that tiny, too? Should we compare? Not that I actually have one. Enough fooling around. You came to give us something, didn't you? I most certainly do. You should be getting used to this by now. You got copies of the Monokuma file too for everyone. Alrighty then. Catch you cats later. Best of luck with your investigation. And he fucking faded out. Investigation? You mean we have to go through that again? Ah, why do you keep on zooming up on her? I don't know. We have to examine our friend's body. We have to suspect one another. I can't do it. I can't handle going through that again. Oh, sorry about that. I was wiping my eyes. I'm with Hina. I don't want to do it. I'm out of here. And where would you go? You cannot escape from this. How about you get the hell over it already? Blood is just liquid, and a dead body is nothing but an object. Fuck you, Togami! That's why no one picks you for dodgeball. Well, aren't you just Mr. Gung-Ho? And why the hell wouldn't I be? I'm dead if I don't figure out who killed her. Well, yeah, you're right, but I need time to What? Do you want to die? Then do it! And do it quick! You're wasting precious oxygen. You just call that body an object? That kid! Fujisaki is not a fucking object! And I will not let you get away with your disrespect! Don't jump down on each other's throats. Togami isn't necessarily incorrect. Giri! Our lives are in danger if we don't solve this murder and find who killed Fujisaki. And if Togami's theory is correct, and Genocider Shou really is the culprit, we could have more bodies on our hands if we don't do something. Not just more bodies, we could potentially all become victims. Do-ho-ho! Fear not. For our academic Coliseum, a single villain is allowed to kill a maximum of 2 people. Huh? Was that in the rules? As of right now, it sure is. Are you kidding me? Oh, is it possible that someone else died too? If one person went killing a bunch of people, you guys wouldn't get to enjoy life here very long. The school rules have been modified. You can verify the changes within your lecture ID. Then why not set the limit to 1? Because as far as mystery stories go, serial killers on the loose in the academy has a nice ring to it. Yo-ho-ho-ho! 1 victim does not make a serial killing make. Farewell for this real time. I'll be seeing ya again soon for the class trial. And he fucking disappears. I don't much understand his logic, but if 2 is the limit, then that means, at most, one of us could fall victim to the killer. What a shame that would be. We'd best find the culprit before that happens then. You can shut your fucking trap! Anyways, me and Ishimaru are going to escort Fukuwa to her room. Get accepted! We should get started on the investigation too. We don't have time to waste dilly-dally. If we cannot ascertain who murdered Chihiro Fujisaki, the rest of us will be executed in their place. She's right. I hate this. I don't want to do it. But if I want to stay alive, if I want to make through this with everyone, I have no choice! Investigation time! First, I should see what the Monokuma file has to say. Victim, Chihiro Fujisaki. Time of death, approximately 2 a.m. The corpse was discovered in the women's changing room, on the 2nd floor of the school zone. The cause of death was blunt force trauma to the head. Death occurred instantaneously. That's all the information he's giving us. Complaining isn't going to get me anywhere though. Whether I like it or not, I gotta do this. Well, we got more ammunition. Hey Naegi, you have a second? Huh? You need me for something? Of course! How dull would your life be if you were never needed? Okay. What can I do for you? Help with my investigation, huh? I'm enlisting your aid. The aid of the man who solved Sayaka Maizono's murder. Solved? I chose you because you're someone I can make good use of. You will help my investigation. Are you fucking kidding me? I am not your tool, Togami. I do not like you. And you just said the person that I fucking was an object. He's pressuring me pretty hard for what I thought was supposed to be a request. Let's begin. Hold on. Shut up and get to it. We have no time to screw around. ... I'm not entirely sure what just happened, but it looks like Togami and I are working together or something. Oh, great. So, first things first, probably going to have to look at this. What else is in this room for me to examine? Owada's in here. So there's the door. There's Kirigiri in here as well. security camera, bloodbath fever. So let's observe that once more. The phrase, bloodbath fever, is written on the wall in blood. What the heck does bloodbath fever even mean? Well, we can't really ask Chihiro to go on her laptop or whatever she has, check it out, and Google it. So, that's out of the question. There's a dumbbell on the floor. And there's blood on it! There's blood on the dumbbell! The Monokuma file says her cause of death was a blunt force trauma to the head. So that means someone was able to carry this. So it means they have to be one of the stronger people. Sakura, maybe Yamada, and maybe Owada, and maybe even Ishimaru might be in this category since they're pretty bulky in a sense. Which would make this dumbbell the murder weapon? So that's the only reasonable conclusion. Okay, we got some new ammunition. Loaded dumbbell into your Electro ID. Let's see. There's some blood on the floor that I need to examine. There's a fresh-looking bloodstain on the carpet. This must have happened during the murder. Well, like I said before, I will leave Fujisaki for last, like always. She's thoroughly investigating Fujisaki's corpse. In fact, she's even touching her body! What a strange woman to be able to touch a corpse and do it with a straight face. It looks like she's pretty focused on her work. She didn't so much bat an eye at Togami's comment. Well, let's talk to Owada. How you doing, buddy? That kid had one hell of a complex about being weak. You heard, didn't you? Always saying, I gotta get stronger. I do remember her saying that, yeah. Kid was trying to build some muscles, get stronger, and then this. Though, was there really any need for her to get stronger in the first place? You said it yourself. There's nothing wrong with girls being weak. Beats me. I don't know everything that was going through that kid's head. Poor choice of words, Owada. I'm kind of curious where the source of Fujisaki's complex lies. Okay, Owada's testimony has been put into your Electro ID. Well, I'll have to talk to Sakura. I can hardly believe Fujisaki was murdered in this very changing room. I was here just yesterday. I do wonder why she was killed in a changing room of all places. Actually, no. It's also possible she was killed somewhere else and brought here after the fact. Indeed. She is rather light. It would not be difficult to move her body after killing it. However, I believe she brought herself here, on her own 2 feet. What makes you think that? These past few days, she's frequently spoke of wanting to strengthen her body. So you think Fujisaki came here to work out? But the Monokuma file says she was killed at approximately 2 AM. Would she really be working out that late? She was likely trying to avoid running into Asahina or myself. We often work out here during the day. She was avoiding you? Both Asahina and I invited her to work out with us on numerous occasions, but she always refused. Well, yeah, if you think about it, if you're seeing people lift way more than you are by a whole ton, then it's kind of intimidating whether to work out or not and just give up. Which I felt in the past, but endured. I can only assume she was avoiding us. So she came here to work out by herself in the middle of the night? I find it hard to believe she was alone. She wanted to start working out, but she said she was unable to do it by herself. She said she wanted someone to assist her. So you're saying Fujisaki came to the room, or the changing room, to work out in secret in the middle of the night. And she didn't come alone? It is a possibility. Okay. Oh, there's 2 testimonies now. This is gonna be a tough one. Alright. Let's get moving. Huh? Already? We're not going to learn anything by staying put. We need to examine this case from many different angles. I get that, but
行くぞ。
if you understand, start moving. He's a little bit more pushy, huh? It's like he thinks he has a leash on me. Oh, great. I want to go back and look at the body. Alright. We'll investigate here next. Does this room have anything to do with the murder? Use your head. Where's the fun in relying on others for everything? ... Well, buddy, I will examine everything. I'll probably go into the boys' room to check whether or not there could be anything hidden there. So let's go off and do that. You dimwit, the crime didn't even take place there. Well, you never know. There could be a hidden item in there. Jeez. What an ass. Come on. We could possibly find something there. There's all sorts of swimming equipment here. I'm guessing none of it was used in the murder. Let's see. The Gatling gun. Let's see if that could be of any use. Fujisaki was definitely killed. Definitely not this. She'd be full of holes if she had been. Okay. Life reservers. This one. There we go. Let's go click on that then. It's a lifesaver. Worthless piece of junk. There's nothing else to really examine except for maybe this. So let's see. As I recall, you need to use your Electro ID on this card reader to open the door, don't you?
Nanda.
Is there something you're not sure about? Then why don't you ask Monokuma directly? As soon as the word left his mouth, Togami clapped his hand twice. How may I be of service? Oh my god, that is just scary. Has Togami tamed Monokuma?
So.
It seems Naegi has a question for you. Oh my god. I guess he did somehow tame Monokuma. I guess he's kind of useful for something. Sure, sup? About these card readers. The card readers only respond to you guys' Electro IDs. But watch out, you can only enter the changing room. That corresponds with Electro ID's owner's gender. You also said it was impossible for two people to enter together, did you not? Any sexual terrorist attempts to do so will find themselves with far more orifices than they can fill, courtesy of Mr. Gatling Gun up there. It's against the rules to lend your Electro ID to someone, isn't it? Ja, oui, si! I like how there's a bit of German there. If that's the case, then only the girls can enter the women's changing room, and only guys can enter the men's. Which is to say, since we found Fujisaki's body in the women's changing room. Oh vey, I can see right through you, Naegi. You see through me? This is what you're thinking, isn't it? Since the corpse was discovered in the women's changing room, the culprit had to have gone inside. In other words, one of the girls killed her. But you're just reaching for low-hanging fruit. Is that wrong? Take a good look, or take a good close look at the school rules. This is what they say. You're forbidden from lending your Electro ID to anyone. The rules prohibit the act of lending, but not borrowing. Huh. I expect no less from a child of Togami group. You found the loophole in the rule. This is what you were talking about. I'm sure you left the loophole on purpose to make things more interesting. Oof! You didn't break a sweat! You're kicking all sorts of ass today. I already called this a long time ago, Togami. Fucking, you're too slow. Here's a freebie. Not only can the dead not defend themselves, they cannot even count as people. If you catch my drift. Hold on, you said there was a loophole, but doesn't borrowing someone's Electro ID also count as them lending it to you? Yawn. You make me sleepy. Take a cue from Togami over here, and put a little punch into your words. Yeah, I explained this earlier, Naegi. If someone's dead, they won't be able to lend or give a person their item, but only be stolen from, you know? That's why I explained earlier before. As punishment, I'm giving you a cold shoulder. Q&A is over. Think for yourself. I suppose I have no choice. My slightly disappointing partner in crime. I'll explain this in his stead. Or steed. Come on! We're going to the entrance hall. The entrance hall? You'll see when we get there. Loaded. Card reader. To your lecture ID. Okay. And now we're over here. That's a little bit strange. Why are we here? Well, here we are. What is it you wanted me to see here, Togami? ... I guess I'm on my own. Okay. Well, let's see. Wait, that's new. That looks new. Security camera with a gun-looking thing attached to it. That's really freaking intimidating. Yes, it is. Let's see. What are we looking at? What are we looking for? What is this? What is this over here? There's a letterbox here. Maybe there's something inside. Are these Electro IDs? No. Not just one, but 3. Why here of all places? Sounds like you found them. What, you knew these were here? I just recently happened upon them myself. It seems Electro IDs are returned to this letterbox with their owners dead, or when their owners die. So you're saying these Electro IDs belong to Enoshima, Kawada, and Maizono? You have eyes. Use them. I grabbed one of the Electro IDs and tried turning it on. Huh. Sayaka Maizono. You were right. This is Maizono's Electro ID. Now you understand what we meant when we were talking about the loophole in the rule. Yeah, I think so. Take a good look. Close look at the school rules. This is what they say. You are forbidden from lending your Electro ID to anyone. The rules prohibit the act of lending, but not of borrowing. So this is what he was talking about. Loaded. Electro IDs in your Electro ID. You can find it in the ammunition.
Nanda.
What happened? Is something wrong? That's strange. One of these Electro IDs won't boot up. You mean it's broken? Whose is it? The other Electro ID says it belongs to Junko Enoshima. So that means the broken one is Kawada's? In that case, I'm not surprised with how many baseballs it slammed into him. But there's another possibility right here. It has to be another female, right? And the only person that the person could have taken that from was maybe frickin' Chihiro? And then they replaced it with maybe they did, I don't know, I'm so confused. Maybe the person destroyed Chihiro's and replaced it with Kawada's. I don't know. I don't have a really good explanation, but it's like they swapped places after the situation. Maybe the person took Kawada's afterwards and put Chihiro's there afterwards as well, and pretty much slammed it up, so it seems like it would be broken. Slammed. Baseballs. Oh great, we're reviewing this. The memory of that moment came rushing back. One of the horrid executions that took his life. Of the tasteless production the puppet master made. Of the end of a human's life. Yeah. It wouldn't surprise me either. If it broke after all that. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! Whoa! What's your problem? Your Electro ID is a key item. Integral to your life here in the academy. So don't go thinking smacking around with a few balls or anything is going to break it. But it's actually... I said it won't! So it won't! It can easily withstand having a 10-ton anvil drop on it, and 100 meters below sea level is cake. Doesn't matter how many baseballs you throw at it. It's not going to break. No way, Jose. However, even the almighty Electro ID has one weakness. That's classified. Can't have you going around breaking yours, cause I blurred it out.
Nanda.
So Kawada unwillingly stumbled upon his weakness and broke his Electro ID. Who knows? If you ask me, I don't think his Electro ID was broken. Who knows though? So I was right. The killer broke Chihiro Fujisaki's Electro ID, swapped it for maybe Kawada's and put it on her body? That's a possibility as well. So we should go back and check her body afterwards. And then Monokuma disappeared, leaving us to ponder the meaning of his extremely suggestive comments. What was that all about? Monokuma says Kawada's Electro ID isn't broken, but we have it right here, and it won't start up. It's not all that important. At the very least, it doesn't have anything to do with the murder. Is it really irrelevant? Something tells me that might not be the case. Loaded. Broken Electro ID. Enter your Electro ID. Well, that should do it for the preliminary work. I say it's time we started doing some real investigation. Ripping the mask off the psychopath. You mean whoever killed Fujisaki? Not exactly. What? Not exactly? What does he mean by that? What does he mean by that? Okay, what else can I examine? Not a whole lot. Well, I can still examine this. Locked. The door is blockaded by an enormous slab of metal adorned with some strange looking machines. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we just talked to Togami then. What do you mean, not exactly, Togami? Well, yes, I do want to find the culprit. To be more precise, what I really want to do is uncover Genocider Shou's true identity. So, you really think Genocider Shou killed Fujisaki? Of course I do. There's no doubt in my mind the culprit is Genocider Shou. Genocider Shou is the homicidal maniac, right? Who else would it be? He's a villainous, brutal, and demented serial killer. He chooses his victims at random. And without warning, the police can't find a pattern. The internet has dubbed the suspect of these serial murder cases Genocider Shou. The idea that his victims number in the thousands is obviously just an urban legend. But still, you're saying that one of us is that psychopathic serial killer. Precisely. But that's insane. I have undeniable proof, and I'm going to show you that to you. Okay. Can we leave this area? Wait, we're not done our investigation. Okay, so I'm going to go look at this then. It's one of the screen's insignia. The culprit hid the murder weapon inside the TV. Except, we already found the murder weapon. Okay. It's a security camera with a gun-looking thing attached. It's really freaking intimidating. What else is there to observe? I observed everything possible. Unless the freaking Togami has more things to talk about. Which I probably think he does. What do you mean, not exactly, Togami? Well, yes. I do want... Oh. Okay, his true identity. Okay. Of course I do. There's no doubt in my mind the culprit is Genocider Shou. I can say with certainty. Well, I guess we have no other choice but to click this one, so let's do it. With certainty? Really? When we're done here, I'm going to take you somewhere and show you proof. That is, was Genocider Shou who killed Chihiro Fujisaki. Proof? Does he actually have proof? Hey guys! There's trouble, help! We're busy, get over here! It's an emergency! Please help! What is it, Asahina? There's an emergency! Emergency! Please help! Asahina, relax! It's an emergency. What do you mean emergency? What's the emergency? Fukuwa's in trouble. She's acting funny. Actually, she has been acting funny. What do you want? What do you want to do with Togami? Toko Fukuwa, huh? I am a little concerned about her. Oh man. Let's go see how she's doing. Are you sure? Don't make me repeat myself. I have to say, I didn't expect that. I totally thought he'd blow her off. Come on! Hurry! Hurry! Hold on, Asahina! It looks like she was heading for the dorm. Probably Fukuwa's bedroom. Got it! Well, here we go! There is Onishima's freaking room. So where is Fukuwa's? Fukuwa's! Here you are. Maybe I should have talked to Togami first. Asahina said Fukuwa's has some sort of emergency. Okay, so let's go talk to Togami first. Let's see what he has said. You're talking to the wrong person, imbecile. Oh, fuck you! Okay. Shh! You guys are such slowpokes. You're just too fast. Huh, so what's the problem? After what happened in the changing room, me and Ishimaru brought Fukuwa to her room to rest. A little while later, I thought I'd check up on her, but she was acting kind of strange. She absolutely refused to leave her room, and she was mumbling all sorts of weird things. What do you mean weird? Why don't you try talking to her yourself? Alright. And my only assumption why Togami came here is because he knows that she likes him, and the only reason why she would be able to leave is that she's like, hey baby, you wanna come into my arms? Give me hugs? Fuck you! No! I'm Togami. I'm the frickin' super duper high school level frickin' heir. You ain't gonna be touching this. Okay. I guess I'll try the bell. Ding dong! Door slid open without a sound. Hi Fukuwa. How you doing? You don't need any need for shaking. Why is your eye so pink? Oh no, that's your regular eye color, but still. Whoa! The negative aura that spilled through the crack in the door almost knocked me over my feet. What? Well, Asahina was worried about you because you locked yourself in. Leave me alone. Would you at least open the door for me? I won't let her run free. Huh?
Genocider Shou
I won't let Genocider Shou run free! He slammed the door in my face. What? He was like that when I came by earlier too. Wait, her door's different colored now. I'll banish that accursed homicidal maniac. I have no idea what she's going on about, but I was scared to leave her like that, so I tried forcing the door open, but it looks like she's barricaded the door, and I couldn't get it open any further. Fukuwa was so frightened, she barricaded herself in her room. Did she have the same idea as Togami? And that the serial killer, Genocider Shou, who murdered Fujisaki? Is that why she's so scared? I'm really worried about her. I wonder if there's anyone who can talk her out of it, or out of there. Togami? Hey Togami, would you mind giving it a shot? Maybe if you could convince her to leave her room. I suppose. Huh? You're really talking to her, Togami? I'm surprised you can actually be nice sometimes. Fuck you. As he walked up to the door. Without a word, Togami approached the door and placed his finger on the intercom. Ding dong. A few minutes later. Give it a moment. Leave me alone! For God, Sogami!
Togami da.
It's Togami. I'm sorry, I couldn't keep our promise. But you don't need to worry. I won't let her run free. I won't let Genocider Shou run free anymore. And then she closed the door. Even Togami couldn't do it. There's nothing we can do about it. Let's get back to the investigation. Hold on a second! What did Fuka mean by our promise?
Nanda.
Promise? Hell if I know. Probably just one of her delusions. But... I said I don't know! Let Asahina deal with Fukawa. Yeah, okay. I'll stay here and keep an eye on her.
Ikuzo.
Let's go. Without even waiting for a response, Togami started walking. Togami! I frantically pursued him. Oh man. You're just like his bitch, aren't you, frickin' Naegi? No matter how many times I tried calling to him along the way, he didn't so much as look back at me, let alone respond. He simply marched forward, not stopping until he reached his destination. Well, you ain't no fun guy to play around with. The library? What are you waiting for? Go inside. And then Togami murders me! Yeah, that's probably what's gonna happen. Oh, the fun. What is that over there? What is that tiny thing? Oh, it's a plug, maybe. So what are we looking for? What are we looking for indeed? I think we might be looking at the letter. There we go. We got the letter. I think that's the letter. Alright. Oh, I didn't want to go look in there. As I recall, this door leads to the archives, right? Go on in. So the proof is in here?
Ikuzo.
You'll see. Okay. Holy shit, this room be messy. Holy, that's a lot of documents, and this place takes Dusty to a whole new level. I believe you'll find there's enough valuable information in this room warranted putting up the dust. Okay. Oh, okay, I thought there was gonna be lots of shit for me to look at, but no, there's not. It's an empty wooden box. From the marking in the dust, I guess there used to be something in here. Do you know what used to be in this box? There was a extension cord in there. I brought it to the library. An extension cord, Wait a minute. Togami, why do you have an extension cord? Why? Isn't that what Fujisaki was hung with? Well, onwards further into the books. The shelf is packed edge to edge with files. I reached out and picked one at random. A fine choice. Huh?
So,
that's a copy of a case from a certain country's National Archive concerning the assassination of one of their president. Oh, is this talking about that one time when, I think it was in Austria? Is that what it's called? I can't remember what the place was called, but it was like one group of little terrorists shot the friggin' president, and then hell went loose or something like that. Austria. Yeah, there we go. That's the area that it's called. They're playing at long last to unveil its 30 years from now. Don't come running to me when you become a target for learning that information early. ... I silently returned the file to its place on the shelf. Oh man. Yeah, let's just not have that information on our backs. Hey, I recognize this desk lamp. I think it's within our room or something like that. If it will ever move. It's just like the one Togami was using in the other room.
Nanda.
It's a lamp. What of it? There's another one of these here that I brought into the library proper. The lighting is this Mao in there, so it's necessary to read. Okay, thank you for the free coin. Let's see. Let's go into the shelves over here and see what we can find. The shelves full of notebooks and folders. I wonder what's in them.
Yamero.
Those files are dangerous. Dangerous. The shelf contains detailed data on the people who run the world. It's info civilians should never know. You mean like about members of the Diets?
Huh.
I mean the people controlling them, the true ruling class. If you don't mind being erased, go ahead, take a look. You'll find a lot of surprising names in there. You're joking, right? Care to find out? Just to be safe, I'll abstain. So does that mean one of the names in there is the person who's running this whole game? Oh, quite strange indeed. Okay, let's go over here behind Togami. The bookshelf is packed with tight, thick files. Allow me to give you a word of warning before you decide whether or not to look at those. The shelves contains hundreds, if not thousands, of files, crime scenes, photos, and all, including some that a normal person wouldn't be able to handle seeing. Just a warning. What do you mean, unable to handle? Every single one of those are cold case files. Internal, confidential police documents that would, under normal circumstances, never see the day of light. Huh? So, have you come to appreciate how extraordinary these archives are? Kind of? Not really? I'm just choking with that water. This room is the reason I was so interested in the library.
面白い.
Confidential police and government documents, things that would never be available publicly, fill the room. It's glorious. It is glorious. You weren't joking.
グミめ.
You have this terrible habit of deciding things must be false if they don't fit your view of reality. I have no idea how you can even expect me to believe all this is real. And anyway, who could have collected all this? And how could they have done it? Either Kibu Gabine Academy is just that influential, or the Puppet Master just didn't want me to get bored. I can't do it. I can't keep up with them. This is too outrageous. What? You still not believe me? I'd like to know how you can. Any normal person couldn't. What is normal? Normal, average, simple? They do not exist. If you can't comprehend that, you can't possibly understand the fundamental precepts of this world. My ears are starting to hurt. You're also basing your comment on what you consider common sense. Don't apply your pedestrian common sense to someone in my position. The documents here are without question legitimate. Having seen them before, I can attest to that. Okay. So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna go back and skip back. Wait. Oh, there we go. There we go. Let's go in and look at it. Well, wait. You said you've seen these before? But these are highly classified documents, aren't they? Then why? My house has a reading room in it, much like these archives, though it's not nearly as small and dusty. What? Members of the Togami family have full, unrestricted access to government data, and not just domestically either. Why not? How?
つまり
Do you not remember what I said earlier about true ruling class? The Togami family is part of that. Oh! So does this mean that you're running the school? Or are you part of it? Noble blood flows through my veins. Blood that will one day have me sitting at the top of the world. As one of those rulers. it is necessary for me to have a vast wealth of knowledge about the world. So whenever I had the time, I would read whatever documents or records interested me. And that is why I can say, with absolute certainty, that the files here are unquestionably real. This is no longer a question of whether I can believe it or not. I'm starting to think Togami is infinitely more terrifying than the Puppet Master. The things that interested me the most were the police case files for unsolved crimes. Ever since I was young, one of my hobbies has been looking at unsolved case files. It was a great way to work my mind, and I solved more than a few cases while I was at it. Lately, there have been one case I've had a particularly fascination with. The Genocider Shou serial killers. As he spoke, Togami pulled a single file from one of the bookshelves.
So,
that is that file. Where this is. Every report filed on Genocider Shou case is right here. Because there's so much of it, I'll give you a summary of the most important information. To start off, there are two unique characteristics to Genocider Shou murders. First, Genocider Shou always writes bloodbath fever in the victim's blood, somewhere in the crime scene. Second, come on. Genocider Shou's victims are crucified. The phrase, bloodbath fever, in the victim's blood, and crucifixion, that is just like what happened to Fujisaki. Hold on to your surprise. The interesting part has yet to come. The second characteristic, that he crucifies his victim, is only known to those at the very highest levels of law enforcement. The media hasn't been given that information. What? What I'm saying is, his bloody calling card is public knowledge, and anyone could find about it. But only the upper echelon of people, or police, and Genocider Shou himself know about the crucifixions. Now, back to Fujisaki's body. She was, as I recall, propped up as if she was crucified. So the question becomes, how did the killer know the particular detail of Genocider Shou's MO?
So,
and that's where the problem lies. But there's an easy answer. The culprit was not a copycat, but Genocider Shou himself. Dun dun dun! Oh no! This is my proof that Genocider Shou here is actually Genocider Shou. Then it's true. Someone here is a demented serial killer? This case has gotten rather interesting, hasn't it? Who would have expected we had an infamous homicidal maniac participating in this game? I suggest you look over the file yourself, Naegi. I'm sure you'll find plenty of useful information in it. If you come begging and crying, I'll consider showing it to you. Okay, well, time to talk to you in general. Hey, Togami, do you mind if I take a look at that? The, Genocider Shou case file? You're neither begging nor crying, but I suppose I'll let you off easy. You can look at it as much as you want here, but you cannot take it out of this room. Oh my god, it's so top secret that Naegi's, like, missing! With my nerves on high alert, I took the file from Togami and began flipping through it. My hand stopped when it came to the page containing a series of crime scene photos. Oh my god, there's scissors everywhere! I think those are scissors. But it's a little bit more different compared to the other ones. Ken Harada, a businessman, was killed in the gardening shed of his residence. What are these things? And it's a blunt shot to the head. I don't know. It's a little bit different for each person, maybe. Names and pictures of Genocider Shou's, or Shou's. Yeah, I'll just call it Shou. Or Shou's. Yeah, Shou's victims. Filled page after page. Okay. Ken Harada, 32. Tetsu, hero, Honda. Car, 17. Gaku, Shoji, 23. Isai, Kanno, 14. Really, a 14-year-old? Are you kidding me? Takeshi, Yoshida. Nataru, Komatsu, Takefumi, Gono, Youji, Onada, Osamu, Tsuji, Naohisa, Uchida, Masamune, Takeshi, and on and on. At the very least, I've learned that every single one of his numerous victims are killed and crucified in the exact same manner. In addition, he always leaves the message: blood, bath, fever in the victim's blood at the scene. Take a look at the next page. I'm sure you'll find what's written there very interesting. The next page? Oh my god! Suspect profile? Murderers either occur late night on weekdays or during the afternoon or evening on weekends. The most frequently occur in the early afternoon on weekends. Based on the above information, we believe the suspect is, with a high degree of probability, a student. Additionally, we have evidence showing the suspect remains at the scene for extended periods of time, and then flees from the scene in a panic, as there has been no reported sightings of the suspect. It appears he exhibits the peculiar behavior, irrespective of any external influences. Based on his apparently illogical, inconsistent behavior, we hypothesize the suspect has several cases of dissociative identity disorder. Wait, what? In short, they're saying it's possible Genocider Shou is someone who has multiple personalities. Multiple personalities? Like the sort of thing you see on TV? Then once again, things have started losing touch with reality. But if the person has multiple personalities, the closest one that we know of is Fukawa. Because she kind of acted a little bit strange after she kind of stood up, don't you think? She wasn't acting like her old usual self, bitching and getting a little bit horny off mocking us. Quite strange. But everything else I've heard leading up to this has been far, far more unbelievable. Does the fact that this doesn't seem quite so strange mean I'm becoming desensitized to absurdity? Okay. So we gained that information. Alright then, let's go. Huh? Get going? Going where? Out of here. We don't have any more business here. Hold on, Togami! And yet again, I found myself chasing Togami as he walked off without me. Okay, well, I'm done with you for now. I have other business to attend before the class trial. Huh? Already? Oh, boy! You thought we'd be here forever? Or together forever? Spare me the imposing misunderstandings, you know, or would you? The rest of your investigation is on your shoulders. See you at the trial. And with that, he disappeared from my sight. He recruited me out of the blue, and then he fired me just as suddenly. Part of me feels like I got dragged around by the collar. And there's no denying it. Thanks to him, I gained a lot of valuable information. Genocider Shou, the villainous serial murderer, responsible for Fujisaki's death, is apparently one of us. Somehow. I've gotta figure out who that is. And to do that, there are a few places I need to go. First is the scene of the crime, the women's changing room. I should go check the men's changing room. Next, some of the others might have information I don't, so I should try talking to them too. Well, this seems like a best time to leave it at that, and when we return, we will go talk to everyone and do all these certain things, and probably begin the class trial. So, until then guys, I will see you guys later. Peace!